right, you guys. It's your boy Digi, your favorite grandmother fucker. And I'm back. Most people like in the cannabis industry, they know I'm a stand-up comedian as well. And I like to introduce brands to people who have not heard of them and get more exposure out there for them. So today we have KushCannons. We have the founder and CEO. And we have his buddy Kyle. No, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Mike, and I'm the owner of KushCannons.
I'm Kyle. I'm just a roller under KushCannons.
Kyle says he's a roller. I'm gonna put this on Kyle.
Nah, not yet.
And I'm gonna yell into his.
That's what we're trying to be.
But one day you will
One
be.
day.
So tell me how long KushCannons has existed. What brought you to realizing that this is what you wanted to do with your life?
Man, it's really a long story, but KushCannons started actually in 2019. And I want to say it evolved from growing, to be honest with you. I started growing and I was rolling joints for everybody at work. And we would get one round in and it would be gone. So that we were like, we got to roll bigger joints. And it literally evolved from that. And people started saying to me, got one of them cannons? And that's kind of how I came up with the name KushCannons.
Oh, that is fire. And stories like that means a lot more. It was just, he was at work, chilling. And they were like, man, nah, he's the best roller. Fuck that. We getting him to roll. And it leads into a business. And that's why I tell people a lot. You never know where your dream and your passion could start. At the smallest things you do in life could be the one thing that makes you rich. And as yourself, Kyle, how'd you get started?
Man, about 2 years ago, I actually got gifted a donut. I work at a dispensary back in Michigan, and somebody came in and gifted a donut to me, and I thought it was fantastic, smoked really nice, and went home, looked it up, how to roll it, and they talked all crazy stuff, crunching up the papers and making it nice like that. And so I kept rolling, and eventually I got tapped in with Mike, and he showed me the craft on how to perfect them, and rolling under him for about a year and a half now.
Nice.
And by the way, when he started, he was slow, but now he's killing it. He keeps up with me. Sometimes he passes me up.
Because we don't crunch up papers around here.
No.
Nah, I thought that was baffling. Once I learned about it, I looked back on that and I was like, that was the craziest take that I probably got out of it.
A lot of people crunch up papers so you won't go anywhere. But I'm just like, learn how to roll.
Right.
Because as somebody who, I roll like that. I sat back, I saw my first donut, and I'm like, let me get better at this. And just sat at the house, break it back down, running through packs of papers. So when you started your rolling company, what were your first challenges as getting yourself out there, working with a cannabis company and taking seriously?
Being able to mass produce, because as one roller, you can only roll so much. And honestly, it takes a team, and it took a minute, but you got a solid team now.
Oh, nice. So, I was going to say, how many people on your team? But that's a fat-ass question. What part of this really brings you the most joy in this? You sit there and be like, I made the right decision when I made this decision.
When people light up a donut and they love everything about it, you know, just when they look at them and the wow factor that they get from how it looks, and they're like, you hand rolled this? So really, it's I get the pleasure from the people.
Oh, nice. What was the first brand that you worked with?
Collaborated with?
Yes. Exotic Manor and
In
Metric. And I guess what I'm going with this is when it comes to electing the flour that you want to put into your donuts or hash house, as some of y'all like, you like to differentiate. Slang is slang, baby boy, as long as you smoking.
Right.
But how do you go by choosing? Because you're not just going to put anything under your name. So how do you QC?
We actually look at the flour that's available and the rosin available, and then we decide what combos we can create, and we create them all, and then we actually sit down and smoke them. And even there's been many times where he thinks something's going to match good, or I think something's going to match really good, and we smoke it and we're like, no, that ain't the one. So it's really about whatever one tastes the best, and out of a group, not just like my opinion or his opinion, because a palate is a real thing in cannabis. And just because I really like something doesn't mean he's gonna or you're gonna. So that's kind of how we like to do it.
Exactly. That's what it's a sentiment in that, to where 7 people could love that strain, and then one person be like, "That's ass."
Man.
Right.
It's your personal choice. It's not ass.
That's me with sours. I'm not gonna lie. We got this sour cut at the shop, and I've been hating on it.
It's my guy. It's my guy
I've been
now.
such a hater on it, man.
I hate sour, bro.
I had so much of it when in 2017, 2018 times. I just got so burnt out on the sours. It's good here and there, I guess, but
It's a nice palate cleanser sometimes because I really can't smoke too much candy. It's way too much candy out right now.
so much candy.
And I love the banana, but it's being overdone. It's about to be overdone. Because what else? The toad is being overdone right now.
Right.
Everybody's frogging out. So I'm a blue cheese guy. I love a cheese.
I've grown blue cheese. I liked it a lot too.
Yeah. And that's why I was going to go get into your cultivation
Mhm.
life. It's you're more than just a roller.
Right.
You're also a cultivator.
Correct.
Now, before I get into the heavy cultivation questions, what's your baby? What's your favorite strain that just bust out?
Oh man, there's so many to pick from, and my palate is like, I really like everything. I can only smoke on something for a month, but man, if I had to pick my favorite, it's probably going to be along the lines of Gelinade.
Gelinade's nice. Definitely a heavy Florida strain. Florida loves Gelinade right now. What's your least favorite to grow?
Least favorite to grow.
Fair enough. RS12, understand. It's a very fickle strain. But
And the worst one to grow for me was probably, I don't even know what the cross was, but it was called Ricci, and it smelled like black licorice, and
that sounds amazing to me.
but see, I didn't like it at all.
See, I'm a chef, and I used to sit there with a bag of anise in the closet. I love black licorice.
Right on, and I get it. A lot of people like black licorice, but it was very finicky.
Stretchy, didn't stack.
I hate a finicky strain because no matter what you do, when it's over, there's no bringing it back. There's no saving it when it's dead.
I always tell people that in flower, you only have X amount of days.
Mm-hmm.
If it's an 8-week strain and you have 56 days, that's it. If you mess up 3 of those days, you don't get those back.
I'm back.
Right. There's some finicky ones that are worth it. The Zaz Skittles by OG Eddie Leb, back across the Skittles. That's worth it. That's worth dialing in and figuring out how to grow it, what the plant needs.
And I want to interrupt you. Man, know what the fuck grew your weed? So this is my language. I know y'all saw very beautiful spirits. I'm out there. I'm big.
Right on.
The way that he just named who grew exactly where the Z came from definitely means something in the industry when it comes to people with tours and heads that are super picky about what they want to put in their lungs. And we specifically want to try growing shit, but know who grew your shit. And that's how you care about where it come from, because then you know how they grew it. Then you know what they used, like what's going in your lungs. You're not smoking pure salt and mold.
So we work out of Dat Canna, so the majority of our house rolls is going to be Dat Canna flower and or rosin, but that's an old Superior cut from like 2017. And that is one that we kept around for our 2018 maybe, but kept around for 7 years just to figure out how to dial it in and get it right.
That fucking made me so happy. Y'all don't understand why that made me happy. I'm gonna explain it. Yesterday, remember the squish off yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
They had the winner. He had a old lemon haze back in the day, but he was walking around with the original Gorilla Glue cut from 2014 and fucking just handing out samples of it. And I got it. I'll let you see it in there. But the thing about legacy strains is now more than ever, they're coming back super strong because the candy and the spray and the runch have just ruined cannabis right now. I'm not saying candy's good. There's cannabis for everybody. There's no specific strain that everybody should be smoking. Don't get me wrong. But for some of us, I got City 47. For some of us that's been around by 20, 30 years, it's just something about some of those old strains that just were it. They were the peak of cannabis for us. Sorry, I was long-winded with that one. But so, my guy here, have you ever cultivated?
Yeah, definitely. I outdoor and indoor.
Oh, nice. How many years?
2 years now.
It's a bitch, huh?
They're finicky. Yeah, Michigan's it's humid too, so you gotta know what seasons you're dealing with and how to adjust your rooms. And and what to do with outside. You only have so much control of that. We were fortunate enough this last year we had a pretty dry summer. Crappy for farmers, but the cannabis farmers, it was nice.
Yeah, for cannabis farmers, horrible for the rest of the people. Like South Georgia, I'm from the country. A lot of people make a living off of agriculture. But Michigan is actually, the Midwest itself is becoming a powerhouse in cannabis and hip hop right now. But shout out to my boy that Growing Pains, that Honey Banana is going crazy right
Smoking.
now. It's such an ugly plant.
That's so.
It tastes so good.
It tastes so amazing.
Tom and those guys do a great job. We've done Growing Pains. I did a Zolympics Growing Pains collaboration.
Nice. I just smoked the Zolympics Judge Kit. And listen, getting that down in Georgia was a motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that I have brands that I work with in Detroit. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I just went to pick up, I'm about to fly in, do like smoking on your stream. Well, I work in the morning, but okay, let's do this. Like, I still work sales and marketing for like a beverage company. But with cannabis, working with people like you, this is what makes my day. This is what makes everything I do worth it.
Yeah.
See people shine, see people do what they love, because I'm lazy. I want to grow, but in about 4th week, I wonder if I can get somebody to finish this out for me. So watching people actually do what they love into fruition, from the beginning to the end, you deserve a platform. So, another question. When it comes to, because you can't always sell your own. Mm-hmm. So a lot of my local growers in the Atlanta area, they're not really industry people. And I don't want to do too much business secrets. Your splits, when you do work with other companies, how do you do your splits?
Honestly, there's really no secret to it. We try to keep it as simple as possible, and we like to purchase the product flat out and then just include them in all of the labeling and branding and marketing. And that keeps it simple. It's just harder to keep tabs on 10 sold here, 5 sold here. We owe them for 30 this month.
Exactly. And no royalties.
Right. It's just cut and dry.
Buy this from you, and this is what I'm going to do with it. And you're probably going to get more recognition.
Right.
And
we're both going to get recognition.
And that's why I tell people that collaboration is key, right? And not just with other brands, like the way that he brought this guy in to his company. You see somebody that's doing something and they're not where they want to be, bring them in. One day in the future, they may still be working with this guy. He may branch out and do his own thing.
He already is starting to do it. He's already been thinking about it, and I support him 100%.
You got to work the 5 to 9 after the 9 to 5. You got to do something on top of it.
Exactly, because you got to build for yourself, and which I was going to get to have mentors that actually support your next movement is always crucial. Never have a mentor that wants you to only rep his brand. Now, only one, like, you done been together almost 10 years and you're still just this. You haven't branched on and did your thing, you don't have a good mentor. Because your mentor would tell you, hey, when you going to do your own thing? Like, because he's trying, like, he got another apprentice to train one day.
Right? Or he's going to train an apprentice.
Exactly. Or Padawan. For me, I'm a Star Wars guy.
But I do it. I not constantly, but every once in a while, I'll be like, hey, did you get those labels made? Did you get your logo made? And he's like, no, I'm doing this, and I got to do that. And all right, make sure you get it done.
He stays on me, keeps me honest about it too, to make sure.
I want the best for him. He's helping me, so why doesn't he deserve for me to help him?
Come on, y'all. That's the way we should all think. That's the way we should all feel, especially in business. Because when it comes to cannabis, you have the alcohol business. You have pharmaceutical drugs. Shit, you got the potato chip industry. Those are all the industries. We're a family. The cannabis industry is a family because one is not legal everywhere, so we're all taking risks. And we're sharing in that risk, which is why we have the Freedom Grow and Project Justice. We're trying to get shorter terms and get people who are in jail for cannabis released. But because we have to do that, that should show you that this is a different industry. This is an industry where you have to value relationships more than you do money at the moment. When it becomes a valuable commodity that's completely 100% legal and there's no second thought that you're going to get weed, then go be dickhead, go be Mr. Barnes. But until then, we have to take care of each other, man, in this industry because we got, and as deep as that got, when did you first start dabbing? Because you're younger one. I think you're younger than me too.
So Good dabs or just dabbing in general? Because the BHO slabs was a 2017 thing for me, but
oh, that's so young. It was 2009 BHO slabs.
Bro, no, I'm 25. But I came back from college probably 2.5 years ago and started dabbling into rosin. I was skeptical because I was just a cheap ass straight out of college. I was like, man, $40, $50, $60 for a gram. What are we talking about? Then you see some $200+ pucks, and it's like, man, that's crazy. I don't even know if I want to get into that.
It's funny because this guy, I'll be trolling sometimes in the cannabis pages because I love being like, well, you're wrong. Let me educate you real quick.
This is why.
So I was like, motherfuckers don't want to keep paying $200 pucks. That's not for everybody. That has to be some 70 use and stuff for everybody. And of course, it's a lot of people in the industry. And of course, this random guy, you can hit with custody prices. That just means you're dirty custody. And I'm like, well, I throw events and I see the 200 on the sheet. This is what I'm telling you. This is a regular thing. And you're trying to tell me I'm wrong and I haven't lived my life or experiences. And so at that point, the comedian came out. You inbred, related parents, cocksucking piece of shit. But the whole thing about it is you're completely correct. Everybody can afford $200 bucks.
Right. No, definitely.
That's what BHO is here for.
And like, and as fire as stuff is, like, people's work is incredible. It's no disrespect to anybody, but not every flavor is worth it, no matter how good the work is. There's people out here hunting their strains and feeding and everything, and it's respect to them. They put so much work into it. But running stuff that everybody's running, charging a crazy amount, it's still baffling to me.
And that's what I was going to get the him about. Thank you for the segue. Should be a comedian. If you don't hunt, what do you look for?
Oh man, flavor.
Thank you. That's like a big thing right now in the industry. Like, we don't give a fuck about 34% THC.
No.
Terps flavor matter. We're smoking for the enjoyment of the smoke.
Right.
Have you tried the Ghost yet?
Nope.
It's the new Dr. Dab. I'm about to warm it up for you.
Oh boy.
Put a song.
Now, stand-up comedian, as I said.
Right on.
It's my favorite question. How was it when you first smoked? What was your reaction? Take that picture that day.
My very first time I smoked, and I was 8 years old. And I was skateboarding on a half pipe at this guy's house. And he was like, hey, you want to hit a bomb? And I was like, sure. I didn't even know what it was. And I hit it. And I just remember being real paranoid and going home. The first time I smoked it and enjoyed it, I was 13.
You're 15?
13. And it changed my whole life, for real. I honestly don't think I would have graduated high school without it, to be honest.
Speak on that, because I want you to speak on it because I got to say something about it.
I just had heavy ADD, HD, totally not interested in school, completely turned off from it. I wasn't a bad kid. I just wasn't interested in learning. Started smoking weed and it calmed me down enough to focus.
And that's what I was going to elaborate on. Dude, if it's not for that first smoke of the day, I'm probably waving my gun in traffic. And like, I got through college because I have ADHD. Mm-hmm. And when I first really started smoking, that's when I could really sit down and be like, oh, I can study now.
Right.
I don't want to hit you in the mouth anymore. Actually, I want you to be happy and digest why you want to fight me. And let's sit down and be friends.
Right.
Like, some mornings, I wake up, and they call it doom scrolling now. When the first thing you do is get on Instagram, I'm ready to fight. Like, I see some of the dumbest shit, some of the most hateful shit. And then I go off, and then I smoke. And I'll be like, you know what? I don't even feel that way anymore.
Right.
Let me go ahead and delete that before somebody sees it.
You got to spend that first little bit of the day off social media. Get everything together.
Because I know, look, I'm a podcaster. I'm not perfect. I'm stupid as fuck sometimes. And I have to work on me. But having stuff like weed, mushrooms, like actual plants that lets you see yourself, that's like, you can't beat that.
No.
Introspectively see yourself. How was your first smoke? Nah, fuck that. How was your first dab?
Man, my first dab was, so I got asthma to start off. So no, I got it. But that goes to show, like, BHO was never really a scene for me because it's so fucking hot ass dabs. People didn't know, we're taking red hot nails. I had one of those big nectar collectors from my buddy. and it was one of those ones you're supposed to put water in the chamber and put all the pieces together. No water. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me wait 10 seconds after it's hot, let it cool down and whatnot. So I just took probably 0.3, 0.4 dab as my first dab. And 900 degrees, red hot, running to the bathroom just to like. I thought I was gonna throw up. My chest was all tight, and I spent like 10 minutes just sitting there over the sink, like,
Sweaty.
Man, I just want to be able to breathe. If I can breathe again, I'm not even gonna take any dabs anymore, man. Just help me breathe, man. I'm hitting my inhaler left and right, but no, the first smoke was a very poorly folded, not even rolled blunt.
Oh, bro, I haven't heard somebody say that. So
they definitely weren't rolled. They were folded for sure, and it was just a little gram bag and. Didn't smoke proper at all, so that was a bust. My first smoke, I didn't even get anything off of it, but...
How old were you?
12 years old.
So it was 13 years ago. Let me see. At least you still smoke quality. Like, we smoked seeds and stems.
My first bag was a Reggie bag. It was definitely...
I don't know nobody your age group that's ever touched Reggie.
Oh, no.
It was a rare breed.
No, it was... Well, so... The loud is accessible. It was $20 a gram, and it was like, all right, I'm 12, I don't got a job, so let me try to do some chores and shit, stash some money where I can, and
we can't go, mommy, daddy.
For the flower. So really, my first time was of finding good flower was I was supposed to go to the football game, so I got the money for the football game, ducked out on the football game, and hung out with the homie, and we got some fire, and then was introduced. Oh, this is loud, and it wasn't like. I don't know what the hell it was. It was you got mids, a good bag of mids, or fire, but the fire was more expensive than all of it for a single gram. But it was like, that was when I was introduced to it. And
my first time smoking, my first time dabbing, the polar opposite. My first dab was amazing. We were at intermission. I was taking a law school exam. I took a break and I went to my plug's house. And a country club white guy, red hair, we skateboard together. And he do try this shit out. They call it honey oil. And I'm just like, hey, he gave me a 0.5 my first time.
damn.
Next thing I know, I'm outside power sliding in the rain on a longboard. And I'm ass dirty as hell, forgetting I got to go back and finish this exam. I fell asleep during that exam. I still scored high. But my first time smoking, lace blunt. Somebody had laced it with, I think, bombing fluid.
Oh, man.
Projects. And it was a horrible night. It was like, I saw 4 TV screens just on my face with different movies playing.
Jesus.
I could hear kids singing the Fred. 1, 2, Freddy's coming free.
Oh, my God.
I started running. I ran for 20 minutes. I stood at the front door. Home and told my mom.
What'd she say?
That's all she said. I got a hard-nosed mom. She did not play that shit.
Right.
And she sold drugs growing up, so everything's drugs to her. But let's see.
It was like that back in the day. There was a stigma. It was all...
Everything's drugs. Like the first time I told my mom, I tried acid, she's like, no, if it melts your face. And I'm like, oh, my face melted. You should have saw when Bass Necker came on stage. He was like, oh. But, all right, so we went through QC. First time you smoke, I have a script in my head. But, all right, what company is that? First off, that's a Carter, right?
It's a bomb E-rig. You use code CODA, KODA, get 10% off for all y'all. They're cheap, bro. They're $200. They rip. That's at 405 degrees smoke, and terps are still fire on it.
He's not wrong. It's fucking delicious. And this shit is cute for sexy ladies. It's a bomb E-rig, right? The E-rig game is getting crazy right now.
Right.
Tell people, I love Puffco. I love Dr. Dabber. It can only be one dog in the race.
Right.
Eventually, you're going to get more and more competition.
And the competition makes it all better.
It's best to embrace.
Yeah.
Especially for the smoker.
Exactly. When niggas hit the same and this costs less, 9 times out of 10, the consumer is going to go for that.
100%.
Yeah, and this the knife that comes with it?
No, that's actually the Dr. Dabber.
I love the Dr. Dabber knife, too. I love Puffco, too. Because I throw Puffco versus Dr. Dabber events. And it's really not a versus. Let everybody experience both of them.
Right.
And then they go buy what they want.
100%.
And so that's all I'm actually building up more business, one, for these both companies and whatever hash brands are there for the events. I'm looking mostly to take a few centralized people on the road, but I want to do, if I'm in Chicago, I want at least 3 or 4 Chicago hash brands too. I want to celebrate the local shit, but also the way I'm thinking it, you guys are in Michigan, but it should be at least 400 people in Atlanta smoking shit. It should be at least 400 people in Mississippi smoking it. But in the same way, I got my guy Hades in Atlanta. It should be people in Michigan smoking. We have to be able to share because it's great shit going on in every region. And we've already pretty much, how do I say this? You can be in Michigan and eat Indian food, right? That's all I'll say. We should be able to do that. The culture of weed in Georgia should be enjoyed in Detroit. The culture of Detroit and Michigan weed should be enjoyed in South Carolina.
I often wonder how big of a difference it is in the regions and terp profiles.
Well, I'll put it like this. My master blower over there, from Atlanta, born and bred, he just heard the word hash for the first time today. Like, he's a glass blower. Like, it is different. Like, it's just learning a lot of the kind of great shit. So they're not even heady yet. Like it's heady people in Atlanta. But it's going to be a long time before everybody's walking around just heady as fuck. Like, the rest of the industry is like that.
It took me a while to get to, like, I call it where my palate evolved. You know, I used to smoke just to get high, just like other people. But once I started finding the good stuff and it tasted better, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, I can't enjoy anything else.
And yeah, now it's a different story. I mean, I have more access to different flavors. And pretty much, literally like 2 years ago, I started to see my palate evolve. So I think it's like an ever-growing thing.
Exactly. And for me, it was heavy into like things that held me back. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm making all A's, don't get me wrong, but like, I wasn't a happy guy about it. So I started smoking and I started listening to Devin the Dude. And yeah, one song is Wishing Steady Fishing for the Ultimate High. I'm like, I just want the ultimate high. I just want the best weed I can find. This is like, and what I didn't get to really live it until 2010. Because 2006 I'm in Alabama at Tuskegee University in the middle of nowhere. So the weed I'm getting with the black as that frame on that picture. And he's giving it to me for like stems, so just straight sticks and stems. And I get to like a more populated area again, like with rich kids going to school there. The more rich kids at your school, the more likely you are to be great with it. So I completely understand, like, knowledge starts growing when you start experiencing better shit.
Right.
And as far as Atlanta goes, and like cities and the rural, like, Atlanta's a city, but it's a rural city. Like, in small town America, they don't get to experience, like, the best part of it. Dabs. There's no rising guy in their city. You know what I'm saying? So they have to go to events like TERPBASEL and shit like that to even just stock up on their rising for like a year.
Right.
And we need more people like you that are willing to sit down, podcast for like so many people who like get on just a bigger podcast. Like, some people want to get 1 million views, but I'm like, but you get on local like podcasts, you get new fans that you were never going to get on those other shows.
You get to spread the information and the love to the masses too, because you talk about it on here. Even 10 people that learn something from it, that's 10 people that are going to go tell, person a piece. That's 10 more people. Whole chain reaction, and it's just about getting the information out there about everybody. There's a lot of misinformation about it because it's still new to a lot of people.
And I give my advice to every brand, especially like that started in the last 5 or 6 years. Wherever you live at, buy a lounge. Like, get a KushCannons lounge. It's consumption lounge, because then like people come, like you can do demos. They have a place to actually come see your shit, smoke your shit, enjoy your shit. And you're not gonna light it up before they leave home, like a lounge in Atlanta. It's a consumption lounge. It's legal, but it's a membership thing. Right. So privately owned. You have to like pay anything. What you doing here is your business. It's like a house. Yeah. I just walk in a house without warrant. Like, so, but also opens you up to like a commuter. Like, just would have never bought your product before because you got to know a guy. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the whole you got to know a guy has to end, because we're business companies now at this point. So Lay's doesn't just want to select people eating their chips. Right. We want everybody that uses their lungs to have a KushCannon in their hands. And that's why you can't just focus on big markets all the time. Because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna make more money in smaller markets because they're gonna try to stock up.
Right.
Yeah.
If they like it, they're going to keep coming back.
Exactly, man. So I don't know if you got it incorporated yet, but what's the name of your next?
Oh, Bubble and Bars. We're going to do Bubble and Bars. On Bubble and Waters, I had an eye for a little while, so I'm doing the extension for more of like the luxury line, like the connoisseur stuff, the rosin, the pens, the hand rolls, hash holes, all that stuff. Still figuring out the artwork right now, but it's in the works right now.
And what's your next step?
To get everywhere I can, every state, every country, it's anywhere I can.
Who you want to collab with next?
Oh man, probably Growing Pains. Again,
yeah. And ask you a question. You got autistic children?
I have an autistic son. He's 19 years old now.
Tattoo?
That was when he was 6 months.
Yeah, he's tattooed.
Yeah.
Work with autistic kids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was a peace guy.
So you got patience for kids?
Yeah, I love kids. I don't have any.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like really specifically autistic kids too. Like it's just, I don't know, it just stuck out to me. My best friend, his little brother was autistic, and that's my guy. That's my guy.
So I remember when he was like 5 or 6 and he was diagnosed, and I didn't, literally the thoughts went through my head like, I don't know if he's going to drive. I don't know if he's going to ever be able to live alone. I don't know what the extent of his life is going to be. And today he's 19 years old. He lives in an apartment with some friends. He's got 2 jobs. He's super high functioning. He's a musician. He plays bass, drums, guitar, piano. Loves every kind of music there is.
And talented at all that too. Not just involved, but talented at everything.
Couldn't be more proud of him.
Lord rest his soul. My ex, her brother-in-law, he passed like after the wedding. It was horrible. But he was autistic in his 40s. His music teacher said he was playing a high C at 6. Most grown men can't play a high C on a trumpet. And he was like, he was driving, he got married, he got to live a life, and then everybody thought he wouldn't. He had his own car. He's at FedEx, UPS. The fuck out of people right now. But like, I'm happy for him, man. He got to live good into his 40s and everything, and like he's. But like, when it comes to like cannabis and autism, dude, you go to PuffCon, everybody's on the spectrum. I'm sorry, like people who dab are on the spectrum.
I think there's a lot more people on the spectrum than we want to admit or even know.
Yeah, because come out to the 90s. There's a lot of definitely middle-aged people walking around, and people who like in the 90s, like I did, who their parents didn't have health insurance. You're not going to the doctor. You're going to the doctor. It's an emergency. You need braces. One of the two.
Nah, when we were kids, they used to just say that kid's crazy. Beat him.
Exactly. That's
Hit him
exactly
harder.
what we got. Because I'm 38. I'm not too far behind you. Like a decade. Like you're the same age as my older brother and shit. But yeah, whoop it out of them.
Yeah.
And you realize like everybody's brain isn't the same. Shock. Yeah, it's a shocker. Like we already don't look the same on the outside. Maybe possibly we don't think the same too.
Crazy concept, right?
But as far as like I was gonna lean into that anyway, but I saw the puzzle piece tattoo. And most people with puzzle piece tattoo an autistic family member. But leaning into the benefits of cannabis with mental health. As far as being a plant, because Michigan definitely started off as medical first, correct? How do you feel about the patient versus recreational aspect of things?
I agree with the patient availability, or them, but they're definitely 2 different things.
Exactly. Well, that's I was going with that when I was asking about autism, but not about autistic kids. I'm sorry, but vaping. You still tobacco guy?
Yeah, I got this for you.
Oh, nice. This is a heating line from Canada. G is missing.
Michiana.
Okay.
Like an Indiana, Michigan thing.
Shout out.
Yeah, we're border town, right? Michigan, Indiana area.
Now that makes sense. You know what? I'm actually throwing a station in Chicago in the spring. I should definitely come set up.
We would love
It's
to.
delicious. Actually.
That one just won, I think, last month, 3rd place at the Culture Cup in Arizona.
You entered the Olympics?
Entered for that was our Zaz. We took the Zaz to rosin. It's not the best dumper. It's not the worst either, but those terps are worth it. Finicky to grow, finicky to wash. Anything above 120 looks insanely ugly. It's really dark and gross looking, but the 90 to 120 pull is really clean on it.
That's surprising. Anything about 120 is hard, it's gnarly.
Yeah, it's dark and color is like, I don't know. It just makes it so much darker than what it is without it. So we actually did a straight 90U pull on it a couple of times recently. I don't know. I'm a little bit like, I think the market looks for some of the stuff that I don't necessarily look for, because like I'd rather have the 73 159.
I was about to say that, but I'm okay with 70U, bro.
Well, it's just you limit so much microns that you're taking away medicinal values out of it, and it's like you're already taking away the plant material that has the medicine, and so it's like the dabs are
all lipids.
Yeah, and stony as fuck off some dabs, but like no longevity in it to me, because it's such like a stony and then it falls off because you don't have the medicine behind it. So like I'm a flower guy for a while, like really like dabs, but that's my choice. It's falling up a 2 gram just flower joint or some donuts or something. Flavors has been something we've been chasing after and finding new pairings and flavor combos and everything, but
curating.
Yeah. A lot of people are hating like the terms, but like we have to use business terms at this point because we are a business, even though it's a family industry. That's fucking. I only got the flower box from Olympic, so I guess I would have known if I.
Some of our rosin, the sangria.
Check it out, sangria. I shouldn't say it looks like a cup of sweet tea on the side, but it's sangria.
But I promise you, 2026.
Oh God,
we're pheno hunting, doing a lot of pheno hunting right now. Buying cuts, definitely going to have some flavor, some really good ones.
Well, let's get it. I'm saying like more events. Definitely do more TERPBASEL style.
I would love to do the Chicago one.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that at little sessions. It's Puffo versus Dr. Dabber. But I'm trying to get motherships and see if they get involved too. But yeah, they're definitely doing that. But I'm also coming to Michigan with it too, so you can do both. It's a whole tour. We're going to Sacramento. We're coming back now here to Casa de Cristal. A lot of venues I'm working with all over America, and you guys should go to Spain.
I want to. So bad. I heard it'll be at a different location.
Balboa. Yeah, they're going to Balboa.
I really want to go to Spanibus. I want to go to Thailand.
Berlin is on the 17th of March.
I actually had the opportunity to enter Masters of Donuts in Berlin this year, and I didn't have a passport, and I couldn't get a passport in time, so I had to cancel. And
I don't have a passport either. I'm fully ready for the expedited, that little extra $300 they do to do it in a week. I told my mom, I'm like, I'm going to eventually have to do that. She's like, why don't you just get it now? I'm like, yeah, okay.
Professional. That's something we learned in school, right?
Exactly.
That's all I learned in college, man.
Procrastinate. I was like, a lot cheaper if you pay for a lot of shit earlier. I'm like, my earning potential, Mom. That also
that opportunity, what you could be doing, stuff sometimes.
So how is your mom now about cannabis since you're so heavily involved?
Well, she buys my backwoods for me, and she buys papers for me.
So she sees now it's not the devil.
I had the best conversation with her one time. We threw an all-you-can-smoke party, right? So I'll pick a random brand, buy a pound from them. Sit that pound in the middle of the room, sell $100 a ticket, let everybody just enjoy it. And we have other people donate pounds. Open bar, free food. And that event, I make money. I usually don't make money at events. It's about the culture. It's not about my pockets. I break even. That's good for me. It covers my hotel. It covers my flight. And you. I call Mom like, look, I just made $10K last night. I'm about to buy your house off of cannabis. And y'all told me to stop smoking it back in the day. Well, when you write your, that's all she said. That's it. Can't argue with you. I be talking to her about smoking all the time now. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go sell an ounce real quick. I didn't say that.
Donate.
Real quick. And she's like, how'd you say? Like, it's all, the tunes change. Because my mom's still one of those, like, I want you doing it, but if you're going to do it, at least do it under my roof.
Right.
Like, when we started drinking, like, coming home from college, we'd be like, that's rich. Well, I don't want you to go to somebody else's house. They might slip something in your drink. I'm like, you're so paranoid. Stop watching IDTV.
My pop's the same way. It took my mom a little bit to come around to it. She just was in hopes that I just wasn't going to smoke or anything. But my dad was realistic about it. He was like, you know, be around here than be out at the parks or doing some stupid shit that you don't need to be doing.
Exactly. Little did they know, like, this is 1970. Nobody's at the park smoking joints anymore.
No.
Right.
We're behind your house. Yeah. If you come outside, you smell it. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna walk down the street. You go do, like, in fact, Gary lied to us. I haven't seen somebody offer me free pills yet.
No.
Like, especially when I was a party kid, I would have loved some free cocaine.
Right. Right.
But speaking of which, none of us are sidekicks. But where do you see the future of cannabis going, especially with like the climate of everything right now?
And I wish I had that crystal ball. I wish I did, because I literally said cannabis will be legal one day, but I'll never see it. And I was wrong. You know, 100% federally legal, but it's a lot farther than it was when I was thinking that.
But look, I never thought I'd see it to this day. Like even like right now, sitting on camera smoking, never thought I'd see that a day in my fucking life. Bro.
Where I hope cannabis is in the future. I just hope it quits being used as a tool for money.
Yeah.
It's like the all taxes, and that it's even more accepted.
A commodity.
You know,
like give us the same tax.
commodity, medicine. You know, I'd like to see it at some point. You know.
I would say give us the same tax as coffee, but that tariff on coffee is crazy. Don't give us the same tax as coffee. Give us the same tax as broccoli.
Michigan's trying to do a 24, as of now it's projected January 1st, a 24% tax increase, which is just outrageous. But
so our state had like one of the best taxes in the country, and if that tax goes through, we're going to be one of the worst.
Yeah, so I've been saying that. That shit's fucking crazy. I do a hating news
Just like
report
that.
for like the whole country going on, and I was about to do that on my report this week, and that would literally destroy half of the economy of cannabis.
It's going to upset the community. It's going to definitely change things.
Because one, you're going to be paying more. That's going to go straight to consumer.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, it's going to etch out a lot of mom and pop companies.
yeah, there's going to be a lot of jobs lost.
It's just like, you got to understand, like, you may be taxing and probably breaking even as a state, probably receiving the same exact amount of money you were receiving before, because you're going to destroy companies that would have been paying you before. So they're not going to see a difference. We're going to see the difference.
Right.
And it's going to cause a lot more people to go back to the black market.
I don't think they understand too that Michigan's a big volume state. You know, people want cheap. You know, it's Midwest area. It's a
Michigan, Oklahoma.
It's a blue collar area. You know what I mean? $300, $400, $500 heady ounces. They're not looking for $200 jars. Like they want repriced stuff that they can smoke on.
Shout out Preferred Gardens. Did you see at Popcorn they were selling a $300 gram of rosin? Who bought it?
Some of those companies, you know, because they have that market. You know, they have, it takes a lot of back end and a lot of consistency and a lot of marketing and doing the right thing. You know, they're full of time. You see some of their hoop houses and shit. They got tables of different stuff.
Because they started out just like y'all did. Like, I remember 3 years ago, they didn't even have a booth. I don't think they could afford a booth. They were walking around handing out pre-roll samples to everybody. And within a year, they were one of the biggest names in cannabis. Because they just went to different events all over the country handing out pre-rolls. And then having like, you know, the polite mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got Blaine on deck now too.
I won, by the way, like Mike. You didn't go to TERPBASEL like you're supposed to. So I won the competition. You're supposed to have a roll-off. So, yeah. Like, cause you should have first, you usually have, like, and like my podcast was a rolling competition.
Okay.
For just on. Then like Brandon started with the other story. Then we started doing live podcasts, and that's where vendors started being like, well, let us in. Let us get your events. I'm like, okay, bet. So now sessions and probably went from that to being a whole organizer, which I do want to get all. But I'd rather organize it the right way than have the same shitty vendor villages everywhere all the time, to where it's just a flea market. Like, there's a time for that. I get it. Like, flea markets, you get 20, 30 vendors. But the thing about it, if it's a flea market, that means you should get in free. and you should just come to shop and leave. But if you got a DJ and shit scheduled and you're charging to get in, then you're a flea market.
Is an event.
With a flea market feel. But it's not even like a super fun event. Like TERPBASEL is fun. Right. We have fun to do. But a lot of these vendor villages be just that. Money grabs. And the only person that doesn't make money is the vendor. Like, I'd rather let go in free knowing that all the money they got is going to go to at least one of those tables. That's just what it is. So from me to you, you should probably do it. That'd be the next advice. Like, y'all get to Michigan, do your own brand rollout. Work with a venue. I know you probably know a few consumption lounges.
Mm-hmm. And, actually, consumption lounges right now are like, at least there's probably more in Detroit, but Southwest Michigan, it's pretty desolate, as far as goes. But I do have a spot that I can throw in either an event or a like a seminar thing, and I've been thinking about doing, one other.
Because you could do a demo where it's like, not only you're not just have your product available, but you're giving grow less. You're speaking to the next generation of cannabis, because the thing about a lot of the heady boys and the older legacy people is you got to realize, you realize it because we've had this conversation, we got to start training up the next generation. Like, our days, not everybody's days on this earth are numbered, but you look at the legacy growers that's been doing this since 92 in the 80s, like, dude, you're out here. And that's not being disrespectful. It's your apprentice needs to come. Your Darth Vader needs to show up. Right. Like, because those trying to be gone.
Tech and the knowledge and everything dies at the feet if you don't teach it. You know what I mean? You got to move in. And just keep spreading the love too, because people don't know. They don't know how much into these and why they cost the value that they do, why rosin's the price that it is sometimes. And it's like, they'll never know if you don't teach them though. They'll never know how to roll their own donut. I was these little paper tips with some thick computer-like papers, and he put them into elements and glass tips and bands and the whole nine out of little 1 1/4 papers.
I've been a heady boy for at least 12 years, so I just can't, I've been to OCB, great papers right now, Elements, great papers right now. It's a lot of good products out there, but I definitely have also been the guy turning the page at the back of the Bible.
I've done it before too.
Yeah. I'm still the generation that have to deal with that. We have to fight the smoke. You don't have enough to put in one of those big fat ass cigars.
Right.
And papers were not everywhere. Every store.
Start off on the pop cans, or making you melt a dad's socket into a Baja Blast bottle and
turn it into a gravity bug.
Yeah, you do what we could.
Those are the worst.
I turned 19 and was no longer allowed to buy
Rellos or papers again.
Dude, Georgia tobacco age 19.
They changed it to 21 up in Michigan.
Yeah, to Alabama it's been 19. But I'm so. That's another thing I can do. I can go to war and die, but I can't buy tobacco bill.
I was alive for a year and then wasn't. And I was like, damn, I'm not even in. It was weird. So I had to,
That's what a lot of
boxes of paper.
The next year. Tennessee, we're keeping THCA. And then after that last week. That's what I was going to say, states like that. From what I've been seeing from Fergo, it's hard. For lack of better words, throwing your dick around in other states.
Gotta get out there.
Get those bigger brands in those other states, and then that'll get you solidified in those other states. Because right now, everything the fact that your packaging is TERPBASEL packaging, genius as fuck. Everybody you're not the only brand that did it, and I want to tell all of y'all, genius.
Thanks.
People, they're not gonna throw that away. They're gonna take that home, even when it's empty, and still have it as a keepsake. It's branded for the event. I have 2 companies. I have Smoke Battle in Atlanta, we throw events, and I have fucking Heady in LA, we throw events. Fucking Heady, merch sells out the door. We sell t-shirts, finger decks, adaptables. And that's why I tell everybody, your wares, perfect. That was the best rosin I've smelled the smoke in a minute. But the t-shirts and hats, well, your hat's fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that hat's fire. that's what's important too, because people need to, especially for events, people don't feel like they're left with something about that event, about where they just went.
I agree.
Like, shit, you ever had away with a hash hole? They're probably gonna wear that head every day. And people gonna ask, "What the fuck do you? What's that? What's that?" Like, that's just what it is. I ain't bring you on camera to give advice. I actually came here to get to know you, but like, we just talking.
No, I agree. I've actually, since we came here, been talking about like, man, we need to get to California. We need to do Hash Hole Island next year. We need to make it to Arizona. I mean, I'm sure many other states that have events and 2026 is going to be all about that for sure.
Definitely. And as a friend, as a brother, I'm gonna do my part to send you all the info I can throughout the time, because especially being, I'm not an influencer. I hate people call me that. In auxiliary cannabis, like I don't do any of that. I don't have a brand. I am a part of cannabis stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I get information, so I get to send it out. Like, hey, go do this, do that, do that, do this. Go to this city right now, it's popping. Like, go to this state right now. It's just like they letting you do whatever you want to do. Because like I just stay away from New York. It's spray heavy right now. It's oversaturated, and they trying to be like that's not like licensed in New York. But like if you're gonna go do an event, it's some events in there. Like you trying to have a constant presence, get a license. Like Oklahoma's like super cheap. I think it's like $15K to get a license there.
Okay.
But it's also you competing with $3 pre-rolls. $2 per day, like it's a high volume in the Midwest. Mm-hmm. Oklahoma has the highest volume in America. So like you do research for places like that, you go to Canada. Definitely Europe loves that. They call it LA culture, but it's American weed. Like the jars, mm-hmm. the micron jars, they're copying off of that now. But European dispensaries only let you do 5 grams, not 7. So now they're doing 5 gram of the jars. Like, it's such an open market outside of America for us right now. Thailand?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. New product. So just branch it out.
I appreciate it.
Definitely.
I definitely appreciate it.
Well, it's been another episode of Smoke Sessions. We talk for a lot longer than usually most people. I 15-minute people most of the time, but I love these guys, bro. This episode will probably be coming out. Like, who cares? You've already watched it. This is the end. It's your favorite grandmotherfucker, Digi from the Smoke Battle. Let these people know how to find y'all and what y'all got coming up next.
You can find me on Instagram, KushCannons, one word. What we got coming up next? Nothing literally planned right now, but like I said, 2026 is going to be lit. It's going to be Lord all the way.
Flavors. We got flavors going.
Definitely coming.
Find us at KushCannons on Instagram, DatCan on Instagram. Tap in whenever we're out.
Yeah, and I know your personal pages too, and like some hoes.
No, but if you want with my personal journey, follow Bubble and Waters on Instagram as well.
Yes, sir. We gonna get listen. Michigan hoes. You single now. That's it. I'm sorry. Wives. Future wives.
Good ones.
Yeah. 35. We can do both too. I know you boy Digi. I ain't got enough. But streaming and the Cannabis and Comedy Tour will be kicking off again next summer. And you're going to see a lot more of me and these guys together too. And I'm going to be in your city, at your mom's house, eating pig's feet. Y'all have a good day.
Peace.
Christ. Get that off in a second. Oh my God. I got torn ACL.
Nah, I tore my ACL years back playing baseball with my son.